Welcome back to the show. I'm the Beer Adventure.
I'm Dunbar.
And on this episode, we got one from Lagunitas, the Imperial Stout. This is the unlimited release, which I love that. Instead of all the limited releases, they're like, no, we make a boatload of this. Now, this is like, you'll look on here, and it's kind of like a Russian Imperial. It's 9.9. I'm going to put a quarter on there because their caps look great in the stuff that I make. And we had some discussions prior to filming that we're both big fans of the bombers, but it seems like bombers are getting a little harder to find, and I don't know if that's the brewery or the distributor or the retailer, but we're both big fans of it because, I mean, it's a big beer, and sometimes I just want a big beer. I only need one big beer. Sometimes I need 5 big beers, but whatever. That's neither here nor there.
Big handsome gentlemen like us, we need big beers.
Okay, hard pour. Look at that black, just beautiful head. Man. And the nice, just roasty, toasty smell that just permeates the room. Damn.
That's good. Oh, yeah.
You look at it and you think that the feel is going to be thick, but it's really not. And the taste, it doesn't taste like basically a 10% alcohol beer.
No, it doesn't. No. Lagunitas, a lot of times almost everything they do is fairly hopped, including this beer. But it has strong hop flavor along with the roasted malty and all that. But it melds well. It's not like they're two distinct things. If you're not looking for it, you won't even taste the hops. But because we already know that they're a little
they're a hop forward brewery.
Yeah.
Now it's also really good when I do these videos with Dunbar because he's a home brewer. So he has an inside knowledge.
I have a unique set of skills.
So I'm not gonna act like I'm not a big fan of like Russian Imperials. I like the Imperial Stout because it's like that almost bold over the top, but it really isn't over the top.
No, not at all.
I really want to say that this is a very balanced stout to be such a bold, big, because it has a decent mouthfeel. It's not very thin. It's not really that crisp hop. It's not that crisp, like dry stout.
No.
But it's not as smooth and creamy as, say, a milk stout or an oatmeal.
Yeah, it's not over-carbonated, but it's not low in carbonation either.
Right.
Yeah.
And like I said, it doesn't drink like it doesn't taste like a 10% alcohol. I mean, yeah, it's technically 9.9, but I actually have a feeling it's 9.9 to skirt something, because I know in the state of Tennessee for a long time, anything over a 6% alcohol, technically it was anything over a 5.9. You couldn't sell it at a grocery store. It had to be at a liquor store. Now we can actually buy higher alcohol at the grocery stores, and the liquor stores can sell the low alcohol. The liquor stores couldn't used to sell like Budweiser and stuff like that. So a lot of times the alcohol content of a beer has something to do with local laws. I'm really not sure how they got it so smooth without being too smooth. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Without the extra, nitrogen like some places do, or the super creamy and the lactose. This is just smooth because it's smooth. They did a really good job. Sometimes it boils down to, the mashing process. Is when you add hot water to the grains. anything from 148 degrees up to 152, you get more fermentable sugars, which makes it a drier, less mouthfeel beer. 153 up to 160, and you're really teetering there. Let's say 158. You get less fermentable sugars, and you get a lot more mouthfeel with brewing. So this could have been maybe a blend to make it just perfectly smooth without being dry, without being malty. I mean, it's malty, without being just over the top. I don't know how they brew it, but they do a good job.
I think that's part of the reason I literally, as an ADHD, procrastinating perfectionist, that's one of the reasons I haven't really gotten into brewing as much. Besides, I need some room. The fact that 2 degrees can completely alter a beer, like, it's both neat and scary.
Yeah.
But for this, this is not my first bottle of this. I've had many. This is just the first one I reviewed on camera. It's just such a well-rounded Imperial Stout. Actually, this is one of the Imperial Stouts that I suggest to people when they're coming up the ranks of the beer lover. Because I'm like, hey, there's things that are more one and more the other. And until we figure out whether you're more of a dry or you're more of a milk stout guy or girl, you're a oatmeal stout girl or something like that, I'm like, this right here is the dead center. Imperial Stout.
It's a good starting point. Yeah.
Like this is such an amazing, like, almost, I don't mean it negatively. It's like that learning beer. Like, this is the one where you get somebody hooked and then they can branch off in their direction. But this will hook people on the Imperial Stout.
Start liking good beer and Imperial Stouts, yeah.
Yeah, this will take them from, hey man, I thought that stout was good. Well, let me take you up to what an Imperial Stout can taste like. And then you can branch off and find whatever it is that is your niche. But this will get you hooked on Imperial Stouts.
Yeah.
I think this is almost the de facto Imperial Stout for me. Everything else is kind of in my head. It starts to niche from something like this.
Yeah.
Not saying one is better than the other. Like, this is that epicenter for me personally. So it's just a beer that I usually have got a couple of them floating around. I think I'm down to this one, and I may have to get me a couple more. So, but it was time to break it out and get it on camera. Well, if you're enjoying this beer half as much as we are, smash that like button. We really appreciate it, and it helps on the YouTube algorithm. It lets them know that we're doing a good job, and we want to do better. Now, if you enjoy our videos and are having as much fun, we want you part of the team. Hit subscribe. If you ring the bell, you will get notified 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Occasionally on a Tuesday or Thursday if I'm feeling froggy or if I've got a little bonus footage that I want to throw out there. So I will put some pertinent information in the description. Some things about this, funny little anecdotes and stuff that I can find. Down there, you're also going to see that I've got links to, my Untapped. Let's be friends. We'll drink beer together. You'll also see my merch store. Buy a sticker. It'll give me money to buy more beer, make more videos. Heck, I've even got iPad sleeves because they went, do you want your logos and stuff on an iPad sleeve? And I went, yeah, sure.
Why
okay,
not?
cool.
Yeah.
Print on demand. It's the wave of the future. And we can talk about this beer or what other things has this review made you think about? I'd love to talk to you down in comments. Try to talk to everybody. Love to have some conversations with you. Get you in there, part of the team. And so let's get down to it. Did you dig it?
Yes.
I really do. Would you have another?
Please.
Yeah, without a doubt. Does it have seekability? To be honest, I look for this.
Yeah.
I look for this bottle specifically often and try to find them. Does it, pick six style? You know what? I don't know if it comes in like cans.
I don't.
I'm used to seeing this in the bomber.
I think bombers are where this has only ever been. I've never seen anything.
I just bomber it. Now, on a 1 to 10, it's a 10 for me.
10.
I have an emotional connection to this specific beer. I've had so much fun with so many friends, and it just tastes so good.
Yeah.
This is all the things I want in an Imperial Stout, and usually at a pretty damn decent price.
Yes. That's one of the points for me. It's not $1 million. It's not $1, but it is closer to $1.
Yeah, I
to
mean,
$1 million.
These are usually the price or a little bit less than like a decent pint of beer at a bar or restaurant. So, and then I get a little more, and I'm sitting at my house drinking.
Yeah.
And I know people are going to fight me about this, but fight me in the comments. Don't act like this is not a summer pool beer.
No, yeah.
Because this is. I can drink stouts year round. I don't care if it's snowing outside or if it's 95 degrees. Give me this cold, chilling in the back porch. I will kill this. Well, there you have it. Until your next beer adventure. Cheers.